Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. I am choosing to do this one as a daytime today instead of JLJ this morning. There are reasons for that. Um, let's see who comes on and joins me. That's always the exciting part. Let's see what's going on. We do the setup first, of course. Everybody's doing okay. It's a little chilly here in LA, but actually it's gonna be a good day. It was a nice warm day yesterday. It's going to be a nice day yesterday. I haven't done daytime today in a while, so let me do it this. Live. Well, oh my god, I got sneeze. It won't come out. It won't come out. It won't come out. We have lots to talk about, kids. Lots to talk about this morning. I woke up to a couple of things this morning. We're gonna talk about it. You know, we always talk about everything here. And I always like to hear what you guys think. Sometimes I'm pleasantly surprised. Unless you guys don't believe this, I'm like, we care about it. Don't talk about it. Let's get there. I'm just gonna get to my channel. Oh my god. Yeah. Sherry, meet Dolores. 65, bless you. Said there. I said it first. Good morning. So you're 65. Well, 65 is not, that's not bad where you are right now. It's 59 here for a high of 73 today. It was 76 yesterday. So yes, I mean, how you guys? I'm sure in Vegas this is similar. Hello everybody. So we got things to talk about, but number one, first, I'm going to cancel this Saturday's event. No one's signing up for it, so I have a couple of people who signed up a long time ago, but just like it's not even enough numbers. I mean, it's already Wednesday, and no one's really signing up for it. So we'll go ahead and just cancel it. Maybe it's not the right timing. People ask for it, but maybe it's not the right timing, I guess. So we'll try again sometime next year because I already have the schedule out until February. So we'll try it again next year. And that happens sometimes. I was like, that just happens. So I guess we'll just let that go. I'll be removing it from things later today. Because for that Zoom to happen, I need at least 10 or more people to come to it to make it even worth anything. So I'm not. But the one on the 22nd, which is the Jolly Happy Hour, I'm keeping that one, whether it's one person or 100. We're keeping it because it's kind of like some folks don't have, Christmas cheer or whatever. We can hang out together for a little bit. I'm not doing anything for Christmas, so I on the 22nd, just right before the holidays, that Friday. So come hang out. I got a couple folks signed up for that one already. So come hang out if you can. We'll do that. So I'll leave that one up. That one's just $10. And I'll probably give away a big giant prize of that one. So I'm gonna come to that one. Well, we'll just hang out. But I'm gonna go ahead and just cancel the adult Zoom. Well, so Sherry, it'll be just four of you. If you guys come, there's four. Somebody who I wanted to come can't come. He has to work. Um, so I mean, four people. That's not enough for fun. So I mean, I need more. I need more than that. Unless I should change it to something else, which I've done before. I've changed Zooms in a minute. Should I make it? What should I make it something else? Should I make it like a? I can't do it today. During the day, I'm busy. It was gonna be in the evening, so I really can't change it. I know. So thank you, Shay, for wanting to come, and Connie too. Tell Connie thank you. But I mean, it's not enough. Not mean no one signed up. So I might as well go do something else if everyone's going to sign up. So unless people promise to sign up today, then I'm just like, I can only just, I mean, that's how it is, I guess. I mean, some things are successful at certain times. The first two were successful of the adult Zooms. We had a good time. They were fun, but like nobody signed up. Well, I don't want to beg for people. I did it because people asked me to do it, so I did it, and no one signed up. So we'll let it go, and then well, I just won't have anything this weekend. I'm Saturday, I'm busy during the day, and then Sunday I have those soap shows, and Friday I'm busy. So hi Tracy. So we'll just do something in February, maybe in March or April. Next thing, I have not heard back from the Emmys. So everybody's asking me about the Emmys. I have not heard anything back from them. No, none of us have. So, and the Emmys are next week. So nothing, no updates on that. Happy birthday, KinShriner. It's his birthday from General Hospital. It's his birthday today. We'll do that. I mean, we have to forget what we're going to talk about this morning. All these things are coming. Norman Lear died at 101. I've met him once, and I have a story about him, which I'll tell a little later. And what's that thing? Oh, yes. Someone tweeted the wrong thing, and I just had to chuckle because they thought they were all that when they tweeted it, and it was the wrong actress. You guys saw that from General Hospital. It was totally wrong. And everybody called them out on it, and Lynn goes, sorry. And that was it. I just couldn't stop laughing because it was like, that's what you get. Well, you don't be, you think you're being, hotsy totsy and you're doing something and you're wrong. Well, and Carson Boatman's IG story is causing a stir. So where should we start today, kids? Where should we start? You guys think, where should we start? Get something in chat. I got 11 people. 11 people tell me where we should start. I love it. Yes, and James is still. I didn't make my money from a microphone yesterday, so I haven't gotten it. A couple of you did. Couple of you who are here to chat did support. Thank you so much from yesterday, but it wasn't enough, so I didn't get it. And also, there's something else I want to say. I can't forget the Carson thing. So if you haven't seen it, I was awakened by this. That Carson does a whole comedy kind of routine showing a homeless encampment in West Hollywood, here in West Hollywood, talking about the rent prices are too high. And he has this whole little commentary while showing it. There are people who are outraged. And so if anybody saw it, I'm curious what you guys think about it. I know it's T, and I got a shirt on that says it's, you really can't see it because I'm not at home. It's the t-shirt. So because first of all, it's expensive to live here. Trust me. I'm trying to get my life back. I'm trying to get my life back on track myself monetarily, and I've come to you guys. And you guys have been wonderful. Like I said, I came to you guys for a microphone. Like, it was kind of crazy. So I was like, well, it's on. It's still on there. If you go on Twitter, people have reposted it, the pictures of it and commentary. If you go on IG, Carson Bowman, it's sitting right there. It's been up for 19 hours. So it's still sitting in this Insta story, IG. So he's like Carson Boatman, of course. I like Carson, for friends, and I, I'm not in heavy outrage. I think it's just, it just optically doesn't look good. We have a real homeless problem here in California and in Los Angeles. And I know off camera, a lot of folks make jokes here and there. Not saying him, not him, but other people have made jokes off camera about how just it's, how it's hard out here, of course. I'm always just curious about what fans think, and a lot of fans are like, I'm turned off by him, blah blah blah. And some fans, of course, jump on bandwagons just because they can, but some fans really are. They don't. It's not a good look. So I'm very curious what he decides to do, if he does anything. And it was just, for me, it was like just to wake up to DMs and things like, James, what do you, I'm like, that wasn't on. They always say I was on the bingo card for 2023. Like, I didn't expect that. I was reading about Taylor Swift making Time magazine. But I was like, oh, that's something. He's never really in the news. So he's having a baby soon, but he's never really in the gossips. So I thought, wow, hi Ethel. So it's like, oh, so, and I, Jacarius, who's like Carson Boatman fan, I'm curious to see what he thinks. I've not talked to him yet. If he comes on here, but I mean, does it bother? If you've seen it, does it bother you? Does it not bother you? Bother you? Lepidus, I will respond to that in a second. Thanks for looking at subscriptions, because I think you missed my point of my video. So I will. No, you missed my point of my video. So I will explain. I'll explain. So I will. It's a homeless tent. It's a tent and a little encampment. There's clearly a homeless person in West Hollywood, which is one of the most expensive places in Los Angeles. And he does a whole. It's like a minute long. He does a whole thing saying it sounds like a comedy skit. Like, rent prices are really expensive, and and so it's kind of like that. So you have to. It won't show because I have a blurred background. I can't show it on here. It won't be able to show my phone. And so it's just basically kind of making commentary on expensive. That this is just what you get for like $1,700. So like some kind of, it's like a whole, just like, it sounds like a comedy, like it's doing a comedy skit. But I think folks don't like the optics of it because it's actually a homeless encampment. You don't see any people or anything. It's just like a tent or something, which we have all over Los Angeles. I mean, they're everywhere. So it's a video on his Insta story. So I was like, okay, very interesting. But some Days fans are really upset about it. So, okay, while I know chat's slower, so while we're waiting to hear you guys' thoughts on this, the subscription. So, Leopardus, the point that I was trying to make actually is that there are people, actual people, who have unfollowed me, have unsubscribed to me for my thoughts about a show, who have told me they're going to unfollow me, and I see they have, who told me they're going to subscribe to me, I see they have. I'm not talking about anything about YouTube or whatever. Mine is actual people, even on Twitter, on Instagram. These are folks who are mad at me for feeling the way I feel, and also if I clap back on them for them talking mean to me or rude to me, they're mad at that too, that they are actually unsubscribing. And my whole point was, I don't want anybody on my channel or following me who's rude. If you can't be nice to me or have a civil conversation or talk, then I don't want you as a follower or a Lottie or a friend. That's the bottom line. That's the point of that whole video. So yes, on social media platforms, there's things that are happening here and there. But I'm just saying, for me, these are actual people telling me, and I'm seeing they stopped following me. And I saw some numbers going down. So that's the point of my that's why I respond to your emails like that's not my point. My point is this. But yes, there are some. I know that Instagram is kind of curating what we see and what we don't see. I'm seeing that a lot more now. TikTok does that, of course. I'm sure YouTube and Facebook, and I'm sure they're all playing with us on some level. But I'm saying, for me, mine was actual. These are folks who are like, "Bye, James. Fuck you. Bye," and leaving. And I'm like, "Bye, bitch. Don't hit the door. Hit you on the way out." So, but I think you said yours. You were unsubscribing, you didn't, or something that didn't. So maybe it happened for you. But I'm saying there's other people out there who literally are like, and I applaud. I'm like, if you don't like someone's shows, don't watch them. If you like someone's opinions, don't watch them. You have every right to go, James. I don't agree with you completely, and I don't want to watch your shit no more. Okay. Bye. Have a good time. Have life. Have a nice life. I'm like, okay. I'm gonna fight you on it. I'm not gonna. I mean, you're adults. You have every right to. You have every right to not want to watch me anymore. I support that. I support that completely. So that's I kind of just go. That's everybody. Everybody has choice. That's the point. Everybody has choice. We're in America. Well, we're in America. So other countries too. You have choice. Your choice. So I exercise your choice. I'm all for that. Exercise your choice, bitches. Have a good time. I want the ones who are here to want to be here. There's nothing worse than being where you don't want to be at. Or listen, I tell you that one guy told me because I was wearing nail polish. He was done, and I haven't seen him since. So I don't know if he is calling me still or watching all that stuff, but he has not been in my life. So I mean, he literally like does it, and I was like, wow, really? It's just that to me is outrageous. Right, right. My whole thing is you have every right. Sorry, I'm chewing these probiotics. You have every right to choose if you don't like something. Okay. I think some people feel, and I'm both. I gotta let you know why I don't like it. Okay, you let me know. Got it. But since I don't change my mind, I still feel the same way I feel. That's not good enough. Yeah, he did. Yeah, you were there. He was live. He said, I said, that's not that. Not. He was a weirdo. I'm like, bye. If he's watching me now in privacy, then yeah, I'm talking about you. But you know what? He has a right not to like it. Also, I'm all about people's rights. So you're right not to. I think it's dumb what you did, and it's ever. But yeah, have your own thoughts. Shit. And actually, I don't mind debate. I mean, let's have debate about it. You may change my mind, may not. I may change my mind, may not. But I don't mind healthy debate. My close, I don't get along everything. I was like, yeah. So it's just one of those things. Yeah, I know. Dude, exactly. I'm like rock stars have nail polish. Like it's just it was like that. But if you feel that way and don't like it, that is your business. I am not here to police you and tell you what you need to like and don't like. I have my own feelings about it because of that it was directed at me, but that's your business. Normally just text me something. Okay. Um, yeah. Um, you got Con by KitchenAid ad sponsored by Food Network IG with Jennifer Garner. Kind of networking with I'm like Coffee Super next time. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, you got to watch everything. I just put everything nowadays. But you know what I mean. But all of us are not. We're not detectives. We're not perfect. Some things are really real looking, and so it's not your fault on some level. It can look super real. I mean, I when I get emails and I like it looks really real. And I look for the number. I get phone calls. They say some stuff that sounds kind of real. Then I realize the phone numbers are all off. Like they're calling from an LA number, but you're like, call back at 87. No, that's all. It's a lot. Some of the stuff looks, some of the letterhead, some of the stuff looks real. It looks real. I know, I was looking down. I thought I was looking down. It's crazy. The other thing that got the internet going, hi Vita, another thing that got the internet going was someone was talking about how wonderful the scenes were between Kate Manzi and the new chick playing Blaze on General Hospital yesterday. And I actually agree. I thought they were great scenes. I mean, I'm not a Kate Manzi fan, but I was they were, but they were done. They were really done beautifully. But someone mentioned they probably would have had more weight if the other actress was still on, which is Lexi Ainsworth. And I'm friends with Lexi, and I agree. Some of the sides are going to be shitty and go like, well, well, if she wasn't a killer and a drunk and just writes all this stuff, and I read it, I'm like, that's not Kate, that's not Lexi Ainsworth, that's Haley Poulos who did that, who played Molly. So before I can even say anything, the internet took up. People start going, wrong actress. You're actually, and I started to laugh because this person thought they were being so like whatever, and all they could write back later was sorry. So like you just went out there and decided to just like attack. And really, there's no reason. First of all, there's no reason to on that post. Neither actress, Lexi Ainsworth or Haley Poulos, were on it. There was no reason for you to even go there in the first place. But you're such a negative person, whoever that person was so negative, they had to bring that up, which had nothing to do with what was. I had to bring it up. Okay, and they were wrong. I did a little chuckle dance. I thought that is exactly what you get, stupid bitch. That's what you get. And all you can say later, sorry, didn't delete your tweet. I didn't delete the tweet. Left it up there. Because in some cases, we know this because people are so fucked up. It is, people just want attention no matter what. They don't care if it's good, bad, or ugly. They'll take whatever they can get. They do not give a shit. You're like, wow, just for views and stuff, you're going to leave. I mean, see Sherry, I didn't know that. So Sherry says in the chat, sad that Kate Manzi already had to post that homophobia will not be tolerated on her page. See, it's happening already. When they kissed, I was like, oh, they're kissing. Okay. I was like, okay. Of course. The homophobia start. I'm sure it's starting already. I'm sure. Yes, me Cobb. Mr. Storms at her weight. Oh my God, Veda. That's so funny. Now you like his voice on 10th floor. I told him. I was like, Veda works thinks you're creepy. I did tell him. You said it in my chat. I'm like, it's not some secret. And so I started laughing. He was laughing too. So I'm glad you like. He's my friend. I'm glad you like his voice now. Oh my God, that makes me laugh. It was a beautiful scene, Doris. I agree. That's right, Crystal. That's the thing. Everybody can have your own thoughts. I'm like, I have no problem with that whatsoever. Please have a good time. I want you to think what you want to think, but it's people who, yeah. Of course. Most folks who are throwing stones, you threw a stone at them, their house would shatter. You know that already. It's either armchair warriors, keyboard clowns, whatever you want to call them. They can say all this stuff to you, put it out there, and go away. I was reading something on IG this morning, and this one person just writes this one sentence that's inflammatory and leaves it up. So now everybody's commenting on it, of course, and that's what they do. It was about Billy Porter, because you're talking about how you've seen his video going around about how he's making 6 cent residual checks from Pose. He lost his house and stuff. And there's people like, get another job, go somewhere else. I'm like, actually, a lot of actors, they got some risk calling me now, spam risk. I'm like, why are you calling me? Um, People just go, well, you're an actor, that's not a real job. All this stuff, I'm like, but you consume we do in the arts. So you just tell somebody, get another job. Actually, a lot of actors have other jobs. They totally do. And then you get Michelle Stafford who gets yelled at because she's promoting her other job. I didn't know you're gonna be promoting all about your skincare every day on your page. That's not what I come here for. I'm like, wow. She clapped back very nicely last weekend. I loved it. You go, my girl. Michelle's my girl. And her skincare product, skinnation.com. Her stuff does work. I have some of the stuff. It does work. I've been a supporter first from the beginning. But it's like, folks, some folks have other jobs. Hello? So they can make, I mean, my buddy Sean Can has a coaching business. I have a coaching business. I'm like, we got other things going on. Hello? But that's like, but do you want to feel superior? It's like the point is, it's not us who choose this business. It's the business not choosing us. That's the problem. The business needs to go, yes, we appreciate all of your hard work, and we will reward you in a way that's compensative. Hello? That's all it is. I mean, the actor's asking for the bare minimum. Maybe that's going to be expensive. Again, there's no one's asking for special treatment. That's the thing that bugs about everything. I'm a black man, so I already know about this stuff. No one's asking for special, they're just asking for equal treatment. That's all. Just across the board, everybody have the same deal. If you do this and this, you all get the same deal. It's not like, I'm sorry, it's not like that. Some people want to pretend like it's like that, but it's not. I know personally it isn't. But I remember I used to live in San Francisco. I was told, you want to see black people, go live in Oakland. Why do I have to live in a city that I love to see black people? Why can't black people live in San Francisco? Like, hello. So like that gets my nerves. You see a lot of similarities with Taraya and Blaze and Chris. Oh, really? Okay. And Chris will be glad you express your opinions. I love it. I'm glad you do. But yeah, her stuff, I like it. Yeah, no, stuff is good. Dolores has started for a good reason. She did start for a good reason. And she does donate to charity. Michelle gives back to charity all the time, too. And, yeah. I use my products. They're really good. They're good for all skin types. And you saw this recently. Michelle Morgan took the ladies to lunch. It's a tradition. Someone's asking about that. It's a tradition that started back in the 90s. Whoever won the year before treats the current nominees to lunch. And they have a nice little lunch. And Michelle Morgan took the current Daytime Emmy actress nominees to lunch. It was very nice. The pictures are great. So I don't know, but it's like so she's promoting her job. Shit. When I need some money, I come to you guys. I need some money for this. I'm very transparent. I need this for that, or I'm a little short on this, or whatever. And you guys have come through for me. I'm not rich. I'm working hard. I'm doing everything I can. Get everything together. But you guys know I'm going through stuff, my personal life, my family stuff. I'm helping out my grandson. I got things going on that are extra. That I'm trying my best to do it. Stay afloat, because if I can't do this. I will have to go away. If I can't handle what's going on, there'll be no more James Lott Jr. on social media or here doing YouTubes. I mean, I would have to get a real job and not do this anymore. I don't want to do that. I'm one of the few people in my colleagues where I do this full time. So I want to continue to do that. I don't want to go back to the corporate world and just basically just die in a cubicle. I don't want to do that. For some folks, that's what they like being. That's what they like doing. They have a job. They're steady. They'll retire at 67. They're great. Not for James Lott Jr. That's not what I'm here to entertain, create art, and other stuff. I mean, that's what I'm here for. But if I can't get there, then someone said, "Well, James, just quit all this and go back to." Yes, I got degrees and stuff that I could make lots of money here and there, but I'm like, I don't want those jobs to not make me happy. I was not happy at all. I had a stomach ache every day. 15 years ago, next month. 15 years ago, this month, I changed my life. I said, James Lott Jr., you hate your life. You have to change it. And I did. I think it was like this week, 15 years ago, I quit my job. And said, I'm leaving San Francisco. I'm coming back to Los Angeles. And I'm going to do what I really want to do. That was 15 years ago. And in January, I made it here. Rob Trump, that's somebody. Yeah, Peter Bergman was great. I love, oh my God, Peter Bergman was one of my dream interviews. I loved having it be with him. Hit the like button. It's 15 of you guys are watching. I have nine people liking. But if you're in the app, you can hit the like button and say thank you. It helps me out. And 14 watching. And if you want to donate to James Lott Jr. and JLG Media, I take Venmo, PayPal, CashAPP, and Zelle, and also Super Chats. All those work also. So for things, I always need stuff for JLJ Media all the time. And I thank you, Tracy. I do a real job. I do. I'm a certified life coach, certified professional organizer, and I'm an entertainment personality, host, interviewer, actor, singer, songwriter, author. That's why I work in the arts. I mentor other people. I help other people get their lives together. I do all the stuff. I mean, that's what this is my business. And I'm very proud of it. And I'll be celebrating 15 years shortly, and I'm really happy. Right. And I said, do you? Because people are brainwashed in many ways. I know, right? I was making $200,000 a year. 200,000 back. This is like 15, 20 years ago. That was a lot of money in San Francisco. And I was able to pay off all my bills. I have no debt. But I was able to take trips. I was buying shit that I didn't even need. I just had money. I was just spending money. Make sure my kids taken care of. I had college funds for the grant. I mean, everything. But at the end of the 11 years I was doing that, I had a stomach ache. I was not happy, and I was not fulfilled at all. I felt just pushing papers for somebody else. I had bosses that treated me like dirt. And I was like, what the fuck am I doing? And I was like, and to walk away from that. So it's funny. To walk away from that money was not hard. It really wasn't. They're like, how could you do it? I'm like, it was easy. I walked away very easy. I mean, professionally, I'm way happier than I was 15 years ago. I partially liked my job back then, but it was for other people. And there were people who didn't, there were some people who did not appreciate me and the work that I did. And I was tired of looking for that approval. Meanwhile, I was drinking every night, eating every day, just working towards the weekend. I mean, I hated my life. Hated it. It ruined my relationship that I had at the time, everything. So I was like, I'm out. And I left, and I'm like, that first 6 months here in LA, I loved it. I was making way less money than I was, but it didn't matter. It was my time was my own. Every penny I earned. It was man stealing. I was with your man Flobo yesterday, Tony JC. We hung out together yesterday. We had lunch and watched airplanes. Bye-bye. But now he's in Miami. He left for Miami this morning, so he's gone the rest of the week. But you know, I mean, it's like, I mean, it's just like people don't understand. You know, some of us, you know, we're doing our best, and I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't. I mean, partially the reason why I'm doing this, I was here for things that happened in my life, my family, and my home, and I'm able to be there for certain people. that I probably wouldn't have working the job I was at. I was working like 80, 90 hours a week. And I had to count every hour I was there. Like they were nitpicking because I was salary employee. One year we added up all the hours I worked that I didn't get paid for. And it was literally enough for another salary. And they wouldn't give me an assistant. I had an assistant, then they start taking her away from me. And I was just like, you guys are too much. All that for some money. My grandmother said it years ago. I'm sure you guys have all been heard yourselves. Not all money's not all good. Not all money's good money. And I thought they were crazy when they said that. No, I learned that firsthand. That is true. Not all money is good money. That is completely true. Screw that noise. I'm like, no, yeah, you can. It's all yeah. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. And I get job offers there for like real jobs. I think quotes. I'm like, no. Will we pay you this? Nah. Yes, I have a great resume. I have a really great resume. But nah. My phone is ringing. All these scam callers. My phone is ringing off the hook. This one of scam callers. I'm like, I don't understand what that's about. It's crazy. So yeah, so I'm like, that's it, kids. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. So yeah, we're not gonna be. Yeah, that's not happening. Matt Litchfield says hello, everybody. He's just stopping through. Yeah, I didn't get an ulcer. I was getting. I probably would have if I continued. I probably would have. I had other problems. I had high blood pressure. I had other problems that was going on. Like I said, I was drinking and eating and stuff that was not healthy because I was trying to medicate myself in other ways. I remember I tried to make myself. When I came back to LA, I was the skinniest I ever was. I came back here, I was so happy. I was walking everywhere. The weather was great. That first year, I was so happy to be here. I was so happy to do whatever I wanted. I lost friendships. I lost friends because people just they thought I was crazy. I can't believe you're here. Hi, Joanne. So we did the prediction show already, Sherry. I'm going to repost it because thanks for reminding me. I already posted the Emmy. You can go to Daytime Emmy specials here at JLJ Media. Go wherever you find them, or here on YouTube. Now I'm going to repost the prediction show just because I almost forgot prediction show. It's an Emmy prediction show. We did it so long ago. I got to rewatch it myself to see what did I predict. So we're going to. I wonder if I have my papers on that. That's a good question. Oh no, I gotta look for that. But yes, we're going to do our post show. I got to talk to them. But chances are we're going to do it afterwards. Hi, MJ. How are you? Your post show. So that's if I can get to the Emmys. Well, first of all, we have again. So folks who weren't here earlier, nobody has heard about the Emmys yet, if we've been approved to go or not. At all. I have no outfits. I have no hair person. I have nothing. I am not ready for it at all. To tell you the truth. Nobody's ready. Nobody's ready. We're all just kind of sitting there going, what are we gonna do? So I have no idea what's gonna happen. We will see. Still sick. And the gang's all in here. Yes. And I also canceled this Saturday. I'm canceling this Saturday's Zoom. So, walking pneumonia, bronchitis. Girl, what is going on with you? None of that's good, MJ. None of that's good. God bless America. None of that's good. Wow. Like, none of that's good. Shit in Shinola. And COVID too. Cheese and crackers. Well, just hoping you start to feel better. Shit. You need a new set of lungs. You're like, I need a new set of lungs. That's hilarious. I get a new set of lungs. Oh, there it is. I found my list. Okay. I had to find my list of so because we do the show, I got people. Well, I haven't seen that show. I am busy watching Squid Games. But I did watch last night. I started watching the thriller 40th. It's um it's a new documentary because Thriller is 40 years old now. If you don't know what Thriller is, that's Michael Jackson. Um, so that's the latest of that. So I started watching it, but I got sleepy and I fell asleep. Like, dang it, James Lott Jr. I couldn't stay awake. I literally fell asleep. All right. There's that. Work on that. I got 10,000 things to work on, so that goes in there. Okay. I heard Black Cake is good too. I haven't watched that either. Things like you're too busy. I don't have enough time to watch anything. And then when I start to watch something, I fell asleep. I couldn't stay awake. I can't stay awake. I'm too tired. Too tired. So anyway, so I just did okay. I just looked for something. I just found something I was looking for, so I'm very happy about that. Yeah. Ah, drink my coffee. I haven't had breakfast yet. I haven't decided what to eat anything yet. But I thought I'd come on for a little bit and just talk. I've been on 45 minutes already. Just talk to you guys about some stuff. But yes, those are the things that I have talked about. I have more lights to put on my house. I'm gonna put some more lights outside, and because our neighbors starting to look a little more stuff. I know it's a cute little background. I'm not at home, so I am somewhere else. So I thought I'll put up a nice little background today. A nice little background. I thought I did this before. It's kind of cute. It's kind of cutesy, cutesy wootsy. Something a little different. That's why I said I came on as daytime today because we talk about daytime stuff. So, well, I think that was everything I wanted to talk about. I guess I got all that out. Norman Lear dying at 101. I've met Norman Lear. I'll get to my Norman Lear story. So, my friend Joshua Silverstein, a good friend of mine, had a show, had a live show. It was a one man show, and I'm waiting in the front for them to open the doors to go in. There's a guy with a pork pie hat, and he's short, and he's little, and he's white. And I was like Norman Lear, because Norman Lear was known for the pork pie hat. And I was like, he was known for all that. And I was like, I had forgotten that Joshua had told me that Norman Lear was one of his mentors, actually. He did some with them. There's a whole story about that. But I was like, well, let me walk over and just say hello, introduce myself. I did. He was super nice. We talked about business. He asked me what I was doing, and I said I work in media. I'm producing stuff, and he's like, he said to me, I remember he was like, do what you want to do. The people will follow. The right audience will find you. Because you have to stand out. He's like, you have to stand out. So he said that to me. He goes, you have to stand out. I was okay, got it. And so that was his advice. And he came to the show, and it was just fun kind of seeing him there. It's like he was like a regular person talking to everybody, like a regular person talking to everybody. So rest in peace to him, and love and light to his family and friends. And my friend Joshua, who I'm sure I'll message him, I'm sure he's feeling it today too. But 101, that is a life well lived. And the legacy he's left behind is immeasurable. I mean, just immeasurable. Well, we be watching a new Hulu show. I did not share. I didn't know there was a new Hulu show coming out called Vanderpump Villa. And I had no idea. This is the first time. That's why I come to you guys to fill me in. I don't know nothing. So that I did not know that. Kate's friend Allison Gorsy's in the show called Liberty Takes Place in Vegas. Okay, I can't I try to watch stuff. I try to, and I fall asleep. I fall asleep. I'm tired. I have so many things going on in my life. I wish I could. I wish I could. I hope you guys are talking to each other. I love it. See a little chat happening. People talking to each other. Good. Thanks for all the likes. We have 14 likes out of 16 watches. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But I love you guys are talking to each other. Good. Please talk to each other. You know me, I'm answering emails. I'm checking this over here. I got this over there, that over here. I'm looking at stuff. My mom's out to my sister. They're doing what they're doing. I will be right back. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Love, exciting and new. Come aboard. We respect you. Coming back shortly. Right back. Okay. I'm back. I'm back, bitches. Oh, Jacarius. I was waiting for you to come on here. Have you seen people are mad at your man? I know. People are pissed at your on-screen boyfriend. They are mad. Yeah, I was curious. I'm curious what Jacarius thinks. His IG story, what he posted. So Vanderpump Villa was filmed in France. Interessante. So just for everybody knows, I've canceled the adult Zoom for Saturday. No one's really signing up for it. I need people to sign up for it. There's not enough people. It's there already. I'm keeping the 20-second Jolly Happy Hour. Whether it's one person or 10 or 15 or 20, I'm still keeping it for those who may want a little joy before Christmas. I'm not going home for Christmas. I'm going to be here for Christmas. So I thought it's for anybody who wants to come and hang out with me on the 22nd. Jacarius, so he posted an IG story. It was still up as it. Let me see if it's still up. Where it seems like he's doing a comedy where he shows a homeless tent and he's like talking about the how high the prices are to live here in Los Angeles. And so there are folks who think it's disgusting and are pissed. that's showing his privilege. So we do have a homeless problem here in LA, a very homeless problem here in LA. I mean, it's really big. But it's been up for 19 hours, and I would see if he took it down. He has taken it down. It's just this post. You can't see because I have a blurred background, but it's on here, and it's titled "Real Estate's Getting Out of Control." And I think he was trying to do a comedy bit about just that it's so expensive. I think if he had probably chosen something else other than a homeless tent, it may have worked, like a bathroom or a public bathroom or like a little dog house or something. It may have, I think it may have worked. I think I see what he was trying to do, but folks are pissed. I saw it on Twitter. People were just like, there's screenshots on Twitter. People asking that he'll take it down and he needs to be replaced on days. Right? I mean, some folks go very outrageous. I mean, very outraged. But I would never tell anybody how to feel. That's their business. And some things are triggers for people. I totally get it. For me, I understand. I just know it was a shock. I woke up to that this morning. People were asking me stuff about it, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And I'm friends with Carson Boatman on the thing, so I'm like, I'm not super outraged, but I get where for some people it is it's offensive. I get it. I totally get it. So I think he's trying to go. I don't know him personally. I'm not here to make excuses for him, but I mean, it just seemed to me, I don't think he was trying to make fun of a homeless person, but he was trying to make the fact that there's something we can't, it's just so expensive here. But I think if he did it a different way, it would hit. So, there you go. So yeah, so I never took. I mean, if people are outraged, they should be outraged. Or not. I mean, I'm more curious to see what he's going to do. If he's going to see the outrage, will he take it down? Will he apologize? Will he double down? I mean, depending. Everybody's doing what they want to do these days, so I'm very curious. And we're Daytime Today. We report on what happens on Daytime with Daytime stars. And since that's one of the latest things up, we're reporting on it. Just like we're an opinion show, so I was like, I get the optics. It doesn't look good. It doesn't. But I'm saying on the other side, I think he was thinking something. He was trying to, you don't think he's trying to make a joke about it. Not about the homeless encounter, but I think he's trying to make it about that it's so expensive here you can live here. So, but yeah, everybody has their own thresholds. They do. Everybody has their own threshold. Everybody has their own triggers. I have my own triggers. Everybody has their own. Everybody has their thing where they find just not funny. And I would never tell somebody how they should feel about that. You've got order for your book already? Okay, yes. I'm probably gonna work on your book after the holidays, Crystal. I'm too busy at the moment right now with too much stuff. But I'm excited to get your book out there. I want your book to be good. I want it to be out there. I want to have a good cover. Like I want to make sure it's quality product because I care about you and I want your story out there. I want people to buy it. So let them know it'll be first quarter of 2024. But I got certain things I said to say, okay, I will deal with that after the holidays. I will do it after the holidays. But I'm excited. I'm excited to get your book out there. I'm excited to get out there and have. I'm gonna write a little forward to it and because I've gotten to know you and I'm very excited. I'm very excited. It's gonna be good. I'm very excited. I'm very excited you chose to go with me, Crystal. So we're gonna have a good time. So people are sensitive, and so there's several things. There's faux outrage where folks just jump on bandwagons to get looks and views and hits. There are some folks who really are. I mean, they really are outraged. They're sensitive. I mean, I've been homeless before, so I know it's like to be homeless. It was quick. I was homeless for a few weeks. Well, a little longer than a few weeks. So I know what it feels like to be on the streets. But but I that's not one of my triggers. So I was like, that's not one of my triggers. So it's like that's not something but I just know for some people it is. I'm here reporting on it and just talking to you guys and hearing what you guys think about it. So and you guys are telling me. That's what I do all the time. So anybody watch, don't send me letters and hate me, whatever. I'm just telling you, I'm reporting on it. People are saying what they say in the chat room. They're allowed to say what they think. Yes, he's getting dragged for it. the folks the words they use were disgusting and insensitive and privileged and all that stuff. Those are the words they're using. Oh yeah, you'll see it. It's on Twitter. They're saying it. So I don't know if he went to bed. He's waking up to see it. I have no idea if he's where. I have no idea. But yeah, I first saw it on Twitter, on X. So what the fuck do you call that shit? That's where I get. MJ's like, oh my god, MJ. It's Carson Boatman who um who plays Johnny on Days of Our Lives. Right, that's his thing. Right, Kelly Monaco, Tyler Perry. Oh yeah. Hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, we're kids typing. Oh my god. I already you guys tell I already repeated it 5 times. But yes, so like I said, I think well he was making a joke about the living situation in Los Angeles. He was making a joke about the rent. So that was clear video. He's making a joke about the rent. It's the visual he chose is what people got upset about. They're not I mean the rent's expensive in LA. It's totally expensive. It is hard, it's expensive to live here. I'm very fortunate where I live, and everything. So and Jakaris, that's a really good point to bring up. It's a very good point to bring up. If someone you are a fan of does something, is there a line where you stop being a fan? That's actually I know people when it happened to um like R. Kelly or for a while Michael Jackson. It's like just people, Madonna, people just like, is there a point where if someone does something, you go, I'm still fine with them? Or I forget, what's her name? Felicity Huffman was just dragged recently because she went on an interview saying she had to cheat. They get a kid into school. Like, where are the PR people? Where are the PR people? Um, and I used to be a big fan of hers. I don't dislike her now, but it's like you'd have to say that though. Like Lori Loughlin didn't say that. She took accountability for her part. She went to jail, did her thing. She's fine. But then you got Felicity Huffman. You're like, you make it hard when you come back saying things like that. I think I understand what I mean. So yeah, so it depends. So yeah, so it depends on here's my other thing. When you post something, you should be thinking about what you're posting. You have to really think about what you post. That's all of us. You have to be careful what you post. And we've all made mistakes here and there. I mean, that's no big deal. It happens. You apologize, move on. But if you post something, because a lot of times you're thinking about what you're going to post, you go, this is an idea. I see a homeless tent, and I'm going to post and make a joke about the rent here in LA. I mean, that's a thought out post. So when you do that, knowing the online as it is, we all know how online is. Just knowing how it is, doesn't mean folks are going to hate you and hate it, or love it and find it's okay. So that's just something we all have to, all of us. Whenever I say something on one of these live shows, I've said things. I'm like, I probably should have said that. Bye, Chris. Have a good day. But I stand by it. So, okay, I said it. I mean, like but a lot of times I am seriously saying things. I think out what I'm going to say, even on these shows. Sometimes if I say something, I've meant to say it. And the way I say it was the way to say it. But that's all of us. We have to all watch. Like I said, that person would tweet basically saying that Lexi Ainsworth was the one who was in the accident and was all this stuff. all this stuff. It was like wrong actress. So that person got on a bandwagon, tried to be all whatever, and it was the wrong actress. So they got called out, and rightfully so. I was like, that's not Lexi Ainsworth. It was Haley Poulos who had the car accident. It was drunk, not Lexi Ainsworth. And all that person could say was, sorry. And I say I did. I laughed. I kind of laughed because after everybody started attacking them, that's all they could say. But they didn't fight back. They didn't fight back and say, screw you. They were wrong. They probably looked it up and saw they had the wrong person. But you just fucking ran your mouth, verbal diarrhea, on a post that didn't even need it. And that's the karma you got. So that happens too. So it's kind of like, you have to watch what you write. You put out there. You gotta be careful. You come out of your mouth, you say it. So if you curate a post, we all do. We all curate posts for stories, and maybe at the time they think it's funny. And comedy can be provocative and evocative and things like that. We all know that. That's fine. There could be double meanings in comedy and stuff. We all know that. So MJ's like, if someone says something intentionally hurtful, hateful, disrespectful, then I'm out. So for some people, they felt this was intentionally hurtful, hateful, and disrespectful. So in this case, they felt that, and so they're talking about it. So I mean, it's but it can be really hard. It can be really hard when you like someone and then you find out something about them that's not good. And so that's why we should be careful putting everybody on pedestals. Also, we gotta be careful with that, because not everybody, people are people. People are people. Why should it be? We are. We're all people. So we have to be really careful with that too. And sometimes you can't help it. We all do it with certain people. But we have to not put everybody on pedestal either. That's something we have to be careful with too. We can like someone, be a fan, just go, well, they are human also. It's almost like your parents. Like, I never thought my parents were humans until I became a parent myself. I'm like, oh, they're humans. When you're a kid, you look up to your parents. You look up to whoever. That's the whole point. There is, in some cases, MJ, in some cases, yes. It's everybody can see the same post and interpret it 10 different ways. From funny to sad, right? You just can't. Depends on your experience and what you're coming. It's a great discussion, actually. There's one of those things like, it's like coming into it. It's like, what do you bring as you come into it? So that's the kind of thing. Like Kathy Griffin had a photo. I thought the photo was too much, but Kathy Griffin has a right to do what she wants to do. So I decided, I was like, and it was supposed to be offensive on some level. That was kind of the whole point. But you don't even start on all that, because all the folks who did, racist caricatures of Obama when he was in office and no one said anything, I'm like, don't get me started on that. When it comes to white versus black and that whole thing, or white versus other, I might get started on that story. But just regular stuff, just like regular things. I think, everybody can look at something and go, well, I don't find that offensive. That don't mean anything to me. And so I can go, I find that highly offensive. So it could be either, so I can see, and that's why I don't tell people you should feel this way. You should not be offended. If you're offended, you're offended. And I can look at it and see where someone's offended. I totally can see it. I can see it. But I also see if someone thinks it's not that offensive. So it depends on where you're from, where you're at, how you look at it, where you come from. I think it does. Insta, TwitX, that's a good name, I guess. But post anything anymore, it could be offensive over the funny other groups. I think that seems to me. I always say something. Well, see, MJ, I used to think that's the lines are blurring for that too now, of what we think hate is. That's a good point to bring up, MJ, because of the whole Palestine-Israel thing. I've kept my mouth shut because it's too nuanced, it's too volatile, it's too much. I'm not saying anything. I support my Palestinian friends. I support my Jewish and Israeli friends, and I've checked on them privately to make sure they're okay. or not. But I mean, they post things and some people think that's a hate thing, and some people think that's a hate. Like it's getting to the point where it is getting, the lines are blurring. I used to think I could go, don't we all see this as a hate thing? And MJ, not anymore. Not anymore. That's all gone now. That's not anymore. Ever since Trump came in office, that has changed considerably. You know what I mean? Like that. I used to be like, you're like, well, if you post this, that's hate, right? I would think anybody with eyes and ears and a brain and a heart would go, that is it. Not anymore. Oh no, it's and that happens in the soaps too. It happens in the soaps. It happens in my Hardy's group for the Red Cross to Heart people. It happens everywhere. Star Wars. It happens everywhere. The fandoms, like I said, the Y&R Facebook page. Have you guys been in there? Who's actually been in there? It's a mess. When I was in the Falcon Crest Facebook page, and this guy harassed me because I didn't agree with him. Harassed me. Started DMing me, following me, just harassing me. I'm like, this is crazy. You're crazy. You're a crazy person. On a Falcon Crest page, I didn't do anything, but to him, I was offensive. And the fact that I didn't respond to him, he was like, Mr. Lott owes me an apology. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't owe you shit. Nope, but that person thinks so. And some folks were on his side, and some folks were on my side. Like so I'm thinking, you all see he's crazy. Like, right? I mean, anyway, nope. He's a passionate fan, and I agree with him too. And you see it wrong. I'm like, oh my god, okay. I'm like, that's crazy. So that's a good discussion too. It's a good thought. Like, what is too much now anymore? That line has blurred so heavily. So, Norman Lear was put on television 40, 50 years ago that they thought it was too much. And they were saying shit and doing topics that they don't even touch today anymore. We've gone backwards. So, it's like, I don't know. So I know for me, so far, besides R. Kelly, I mean, he was a talented musician and songwriter and all that. I don't well, he hasn't played music, he's in jail now, but I don't like what he did to all those young girls. And I watched that documentary and all that stuff, and I'm like, MJ, apparently that is so. Screen of space, they're crazy. Oh, don't call them screen of space. It's crazy, Jacarius. They'll come after you. It's like the Beehive and shit. They'll come after you. Be careful. Don't say Oprah is crazy. Other people come after you. There are folks who like what they like, what they like, what they like. They know what they know, what they know, what they know, what they know. And you gotta learn how to step aside and just go have at it. That's what you think. If some of you guys come by Zooms and we have talked about it, we're telling people, nope, that's not going to happen. We know for a fact it's not going to happen on the show, and they believe we are wrong. And we work in the business. Actually, I've heard things from actual people. Nope, they don't believe me. Nope, James, you're wrong. They don't believe you. If they're doing this because of this, if someone's going to believe something, they're going to believe it. I mean, like literally, that's just how it is. If they want to believe something, they're going to believe it no matter what. And that's that. So I'm like, I've had to learn that. Like, okay, got it. So but I try to see several sides of things. I try to look at different sides. I do all the time. Because not everything is black and white. It just isn't. And so I'm always trying to see different sides of things and give people benefits of the doubt and stuff. Maybe I'm too nice. Who knows? Shit, I don't know. It really make your fly sometimes. Speaking of R. Kelly, but you know what I mean? There's folks who they will believe what they want to believe. You can't tell them nothing different. You can't. There were folks when I remember I was interviewing Krista Allen. She hadn't gone on the show yet, and she's being gracious. And there were fans of Hunter Tylo going, "You have to convince us why we should even support you." Excuse me. All she need to do is go do her job on Bold and Beautiful and hopefully convince you she's a good successor to the role. That's all she need to do. She don't need to convince you on this interview why you should like her. But it's funny. She was even so gracious then and was like, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. And we did. We talked about it with the fans. But it was like, she was gracious. Sarah Michelle Gellar was like, so you liked Gina Tognoni better. Okay, great. Good. You loved her. And she wasn't brought back. She didn't do anything to Gina. We knew what was going on behind the scenes. And but folks believe that Michelle Stafford knocked her out, and no, Michelle was on GH. She was playing Nina doing her job. She had a job already. Other factors happened, and she went back to Phyllis. The role she originated, bitches. Whether you like her or not, she originated the role. So hello. Nobody's saying Gina didn't do a good job. I like Gina. Nobody said she didn't do a good job. She had other things in her mind, and so she's off the role. So it's like, but folks were and Michelle was like, hate me. That's fine. I understand. You're a Gina fan. I'm sorry that maybe you'll tune in and see what I do, but here's what I mean. You have a right to do feel however you want. We're not going to not going to gaslight you or tell you how you should feel. And that's how she feels. But that's she's like, okay, you may hate my acting. Okay, got it. I mean, it's not when you have a right to feel what you feel. So it's like, we're not going to tell you otherwise. I mean, that's okay. But some fans demand, they're so entitled, they demand certain things. And they believe things so heavily, you can't tell them nothing. So like, don't do nothing. That's right. As I said, don't do nothing, MJ. Shit. I know they still argue. They both are, and right, they're both good. They both did great job. They're both two great Emmy-winning actresses. Right. Emily, she didn't kill her. Right, exactly. They're both great Emmy-winning actresses. The higher ups made a decision. Gina had some decisions she was making. It all fell. It's not my story to tell. It's their story to tell you. But I know some of the story behind the scenes. But that's the whole point. It's like, so here's what's going to happen. So you either accept it or you don't. You don't like it so much, then don't watch them, then fast forward their scenes. It's just the rudeness is what bugs me so much. But people say, I have a right to express myself however I want to. And they're right, they do. You want to choose negativity and rudeness and you feel like, oh, I should be able to do this, and so I'm going to do it. I'm like, does it make you feel better? Like, really, does it make do you feel better getting it out? Sometimes maybe you do. Some people are like, I feel better getting it out of my system. Okay. But then you're like, well, how long do you continue to do this? Yes, that's very true. That's very true, MJ. And people in real life, too, they're very demanding everywhere they go. Life does not revolve around them. Yes. Very true. I had to tell somebody in my family the other day that you need to leave my mother alone. I had to be the bad guy. And I had to jump in there and take care of some stuff. And I didn't like it. It wasn't fun. See, I don't give a shit what people think about me, so they could cuss me out, whatever. I don't give a fuck. But I did what I had to do to mom. Didn't like doing it, but I did. So I was very happy. I did it. There you have it. So yeah, there's a lot. So that's so. Anyways, I was waiting for to see if you had seen the post. I don't know if you had seen the post. What were you thinking? Because I know you're a huge fan of his. So it sounds to me you're giving him the benefit of the doubt, and you're like that he wasn't trying to be mean, and you're just like you're trying to be funny on some level, and do some commentary. So it sounds like you're going that direction. I mean, you can argue, and you're right. You can argue online, but they're gonna shoot you down. They're going to shoot you down. Well, Jason Moore, Steve Burton's a whole other story too. Steve Burton, Rademacher, Windsor Harmon, Daniel Goddard. I mean, Doug Davidson. There's a lot of stuff swirling around all of them. That's a whole other story too, right? Oh, a lot going on there. when Nicholas Bechtel didn't come back, he was really bitter. He was bitter towards me. He was bitter towards the show when they got Nicholas Chavez, and I'm like, all righty. So I left Nicholas alone. I was almost interviewed him, but he had an attitude with me. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna drop it. Let it go. I thought he's such a great little actor, but then things like that happen. People have their stuff, so it's like it's all swirling around. So you have to go, okay. People don't like that April's on the show. People don't like other. It's all kinds of stuff. People take these shows. This is all shows. This is When Calls the Heart. This is the Star Wars stuff. This is the Disney, Marvel, everything. People are serious about their show. They are. People are serious. When they're serious, it's a heart attack. They are either way or not, whether they really like it or you don't. Walking Dead, all those shows. People nowadays, I think with the pandemic especially too, where we had to get isolated and stuff, people are seriously they are such shows. You say anything or do anything, they'll like it. So I have not interviewed Carson. I've met him once. But I don't do Days of Our Lives stuff, so I have never interviewed him. Rent's expensive, food's expensive. You'll say, yeah, exactly. Well, Tracy, that's another thing too. They're saying, politics are, things are good. Biden's doing some great stuff. Well, maybe he is somewhere. I know, and we come home to where we live and we see it differently. So yeah, it's a tough one. A tough one. I don't want to get fully. I don't mean to get fully into politics. I don't do shows like that either. But I'm, and just for a record, I'm very much independent. Um, so I feel here and there. You know, I have no idea about Cameron Matheson or his. I have no idea what he gonna do. I'll be right back, kids. Be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. I've been on 18 minutes. Wow. Okay. Anybody gonna buy me lunch? Send me money and buy me lunch? Oh, I'm back. I got orange juice with a J on it. Perhaps. Perhaps. What was funny is his wife was at AfterBuzz TV, so we know her from AfterBuzz TV. She was a host. So we're like 2 degrees, like 1 degree away from each other. But no, I've met him at special celebrity events. Yes, but very nice guy. But I have never interviewed him. I've interviewed Raven at the Emmys last year. Love Raven. Love her. And Raven actually put me in her TikTok stories. It was so funny when she first started. This orange juice is good. Shit. Some good orange juice, kids. it's we got to politics. You should talk about it, of course, in certain areas and certain people. You can talk about it. I mean, politics are very important in our country, but it's just certain shows that I don't talk about that on here. I don't think anybody cares what I think about politics, so I just like keep it to myself. My personal life, we talk about it here and there. I'm very much about the local level. I'm like, what's going on in my neighborhood? Like that's what I'm very much about. Or in Inglewood, where I live. What's about that? Everybody's talking about everyone's talking about Melly Thomas Scott on why not how good she is right now. She is, she's doing it. Right. Some folks are saying that. They're like, Melly Thomas Scott is an acting legend. She's been nominated for many Emmys, never won. But she is, well, of course we saw Colleen event last week. You're behind us. Yeah, we saw it. She's the bomb. Melly Thomas Scott is the bomb. So I don't know what people are. Yeah, she's the bomb. I'm looking at everybody's stuff. Oh, Colleen Zeke's doing an amazing job. Also, oh, and also Mr. Brennan on GH is not Pikeman. He's working for them somehow. Okay, so he's the head of WSB. Everyone's like he's cute. Okay, so apparently everybody's saying that today's performance by Melody is like the one. So obviously it's not on here yet. It's 10 a.m. here in Los Angeles. It's not on here yet. So I can't even comment. But I just know that she's doing such amazing every day she's been doing amazing work since the storyline started. So I don't even know what yeah. So okay, kids, I'm going to get off. and to handle the rest of my day. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for all the likes. I love it. It's on here. It's good. It matches. Matchy. I will talk to you guys later. I don't know when to come back on. I can't come on tomorrow morning. So I don't know when to come back on yet. Yeah, it'll be hopefully sometime soon. But thanks for coming through. He posted about the Emmys. And excuse me, and I'm still trying to get a microphone, trying to work on that too. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep posted on all of that, of course. Thanks for the talk, you guys. So like this, the villainization of Nate. Nate and Audra do have they're hot together too. They got chemistry.